Hey guys, how you going? This is BillyEatWorld again. Thanks for stopping by, and just remember, if you like what you see, don't forget to hit that like button down below. But anyway, what are we talking about today? Well, we're going to be taking a look at hardcore gamers versus casual gamers. Which one are you? Well, take a second to think about that, because by the end of this video, you might have changed your mind. The reason I bring this topic up is because some people have got this idea that it's a bad thing that, like Battlefront, some games are being aimed at a casual audience. And also, I've been playing Rainbow Six Siege recently, which clearly isn't aimed at casual gamers, and the contrast between these games has really got me thinking about this topic. So what is the difference between a hardcore and a casual gamer? Well, that's a really good question, and in a lot of ways there isn't one specific answer. A lot of people would say that it's someone who spends a lot of time gaming, but the way that I see it, a hardcore gamer is someone who is dedicated to a particular game. And that means you could potentially be a hardcore gamer when it comes to, say, a game like Battlefield 4, but on the other hand, you might be a casual in other games. So, in a sense, unless you play just one game in particular, you're probably a bit of both, which is the realization I came to this week. The reason I bring up Rainbow Six Siege is because I really like the concept, but I've come to realise it's not going to be my sort of game. And the reason for this is because Siege is all about teamwork and having an intimate knowledge of the maps, and all of this takes a lot of time and effort. I mean, I already make videos for BF4, Hearthstone, Battlefront and Hardline, and I've got a backlog of games I need to finish that I'll probably never get through. And all of these games are games that I like better than Siege, so at the end of the day, I'll buy it, but I'm not going to have time to become a hardcore Siege player. Now, the reason this realization is pretty important is because when you take a look at the games on this list, pretty much all of them are better for casual players than Siege. Maybe the reason I like these games so much is because you can switch back and forth between them, and most importantly, you can play them alone for short periods of time. In fact, when I really think about it, the game that I play the most these days is definitely Hearthstone. And why is that? Well, because I can play it on the go for as little as 10 minutes. And this has made me realise that this is a big part of what I look for in a game, and it's probably the reason I never got into games like CSGO and Siege. But hang on, does that mean any of these games are casual games? Well, no it doesn't. Most of the time, it's all about you as a player. I mean, look at Hearthstone for example, 30 million plus players, most of them casual gamers, and yet it's probably in the top 5 games when it comes to esports. What this game proves is that designing a game to be accessible for a casual audience doesn't necessarily mean it won't be successful or appealing to hardcore players. At the end of the day, it's factors like balancing and bugs that really turn people off games, and as long as the core gameplay is fun, it doesn't really matter who the game is designed for. Now, that being said, it doesn't mean that a game is better for being designed for a casual audience, and it doesn't mean that a casual gamer can't have fun with a game like Siege. It's just that a casual gamer probably won't get the most out of a game like this. For example, Siege is a game that really suffers when you play it alone. And that's why I came to the realisation this week that I am a casual gamer, even when it comes to BF4, because I play whatever I want, whenever I want to. I don't do this for a job, I'm not part of a team, and at the end of the day, I don't really care as long as I'm having fun. And that, for me, is the very definition of a casual gamer. But getting back to my original question, which type of gamer are you? Well, I'd say chances are most of you watching are probably a bit of both like me. And that's why it's not a problem that games are becoming more casual, because you never know, one day you might be looking for something to play on your day off as a pro CSGO player. I'm not saying that devs should muck with what already works, but just take a look at the success of games like Battlefield 3 or Resident Evil 4. And you might not agree with this, but the way I see it, if a more casual style worked for these games, then surely it'll work with other franchises too. But anyway guys, that just about wraps up this video, so let me know what you think in the comment section below, and as always, if you like what you see, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Also, check out the links in the description below if you want to see more of my videos, or if you want to support my channel on Patreon. And until next time, see you later, and have a good one.